What's going on, Albion fans? I'm going to teach you how you can easily and quickly get started with PvE combat, also known in Albion as fame farming in the Black Zone. I'll teach you why it's important to join a guild, how to choose a build, what to do before taking your first steps in the Black Zone, and I'll give you general tips and guidelines for new players regarding the Black Zone. Don't be intimidated. You can enter the Black Zone day one. If you end up enjoying my content and would like to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/redruka. First, you'll want to find a guild. You can go to the official Albion Online Discord and navigate to the guild recruitment channel to find one. A good guild and/or alliance, which is a conglomerate of guilds, can provide you with a sense of direction in terms of providing you with build suggestions and answering any questions you may have, as well as conducting group content in-game that you may participate in. Guilds can make your time in the Black Zone much safer and more enjoyable, not only by grouping up, but also due to hideouts in the Black Zone, which work like mini cities with markets, storage, and crafting stations. You can join my guild, Sons of Sparta, all one word. Just go to Bridge Watch, press G, enter Sons of Sparta, and apply. Alternatively, you can join our Discord, link in the description, and ask for an invitation. We're a small new guild, but we are part of the Breakfast Coalition, so we have access to all of their hideouts, and we have thousands of people in our multiple alliances. If your guild doesn't give you build recommendations, or if you don't want to join a guild yet, you'll want to go to albion2d.com to choose a build. It will take a significant amount of time to max out your build, so you may want to try out different ones and really find out which one suits you best. At Albion 2D, go to the Meta tab, and you can see which builds are currently most popular in each type of PvP content. The tier of the gear in the build guides does not matter. Just downscale it to flat T4 or T4.1. You don't want to go to the Black Zone with anything less than T4, which is very easy to unlock. You can equip T2 gear and buy a set of T3 gear to leave in your inventory. Go to the Yellow Zone and kill a few mobs in T2 gear until you can equip the T3. Now kill a few more mobs and you've unlocked T4. The mobs can be in the open world or in solo dungeons. Now that you've joined a guild, chosen a build, and unlocked T4, it's time to enter the Black Zone for your first time. If your guild has a main hideout, you can move there and set it as your home to operate from there. When moving to the hideout, don't bring everything at once. That way, if you get ganked on the way there, you won't lose everything. If your guild or alliance has a significant amount of people, then you should see a lot of fellow alliance or guild mates in your main hideout zone, which makes you much safer compared to random Black Zone areas. In this case, you can do solo or group dungeons while banking your loot at the hideout. Once your hideout bank is full, you'll have to use a decent bag and switch to weight passive on your boots, and maybe even use weight food to carry as much loot back to one of your royal cities to sell your loot. Of course, you can do this in a group for a more safe experience, and some guilds have systems where they'll buy your loot at the hideout and sell it for you at a cut. On the other hand, if you haven't joined a guild, or if your guild doesn't own any hideouts, then you will have to operate out of one of the royal cities. If your build is inexpensive and you can afford multiple sets easily, then do dungeons close to the Realm Gate. If your build is more expensive and you cannot easily afford multiple sets, then do dungeons at least 3 to 5 zones away from the Realm Gate to reduce your chances of being ganked on average. Depending on which royal city you're coming from, different zones will be safer than others, but you will have to figure that out on your own or ask your guild which zones are typically safer. For example, there may be a guild that regularly ganks in a specific zone, or they may have a highly active hideout nearby. Some hideouts are just checkpoint hideouts and pretty much nobody ever uses them, so be cautious when you're near a hideout, but with time you will figure out which ones are actually dangerous and need to be avoided. Use cabbage soup to heal quickly in between fights, and use PvE abilities to clear the dungeons quickly. You will be at a disadvantage if you get ganked, but you can try to get out of combat and switch to your PvP abilities. Trust me, it's worth it. Now you're fame farming effectively in the Black Zone. Just make sure you stay within the bounds of your Reaver level. Each level of Reaver will enable you to take on higher tier zones. Pay attention to your Reaver level, and don't go in zones that outclass it. So guys, I hope this helps you get started in the black zone, fame farming, and yeah. Oh, that's a fucked up outro.